Welcome back to How to Build an F-14 Tomcat. I told you guys I was going to focus the majority of the day on the F-14, and I did just that. I got some of those panels on the bottom of the wings done. Got a couple other little things done around the house. But I got a treat for you guys that haven't seen any other pictures of the F-14 when I was actually building the plugs. Let me get up here on my stool so I can get a good picture of it for all you guys. But bam! We got the wings on her. I figured I'd give you guys something different to look at instead of the same old stuff day in and day out. As you can see, the nose cone, the windscreen, and the canopy it's a different color primer now. There's actually the lighter gray that you have been seeing under the dark stuff. The darker color is just a guide coat, so when I start sanding it back down, excuse me, I can see the low spots and help me fill it out. You can see the wings. Like I said, they're on it. The wing ceiling hatch covers they sit a little higher than they are right now because of the structure that's used to hold them for their shape. But we'll get down off this chair and I'll give you all kind of a little roundabout. But that'll give you an idea of how big this thing's going to be. And you see the right where the wings go into the fuselage at the very beginning, at the very front of the the widest part of the airplane is actually 39 inches. And the stab span is, I believe it is just over 4 foot. And you can see the wingtips, they extend past that a good bit with them swept back. As far as the bottom of the wing, I'll take one of these, the other one off, but you can see I got all those leading edge panels down. I got a wingtip panel and a couple on the trailing edge. Like I was saying, again, here you can see the two different colors of the primer. The darker stuff's just to help see the low spots when I start sanding it down. The nose cone, that's removable. It'll actually that'd be a separately molded part. You can see the steel tube I've got that runs down the center of the bulkheads. That's kind of a building jig. That just slides right on. I'll have a parting point at the front going around all that. Then these blisters on the bottom are gonna pose some problems with keeping the molds from getting locked in. So most likely what will happen is I'll have a parting plane running right down pretty much these panel lines right here, but I'm gonna run it just above them. Then there will be the parting plane for the nose, and then I'll have another parting plane running right down the bottom side, and then down the center of the fuselage on the bottom. That way this whole side will come off separately. That way this doesn't get locked in and lock the parts into the molds. Now again, with the parting plane running down here, I'm gonna run it right down the center of the inlet, and then right down the edge of the glove. Then there will be another parting plane that follows the contour of the wing opening all the way to the back, and then it'll run right down, probably start at the top edge here and angle down to the center back here. Again, that way it doesn't get locked into the mold. Let me pull one of these wings out. It's kind of a tight fit right now, but once all that'll get done. But see, the airplane gets much bigger. Get back up here on a chair and I'll show you. I thought my shot was gonna be big enough to do this, but apparently not. There you go. You can see that's a 30-inch wide table. The airplane hangs off of it about 4.5 inches either side, and that wing panel is 36 inches from the pivot point to the tip. So it's a big airplane. But let me go pull one of these wings off, and I'll give you a better idea of what I got done today on the bottom. I'm saying it's really tight fit because I wasn't planning on putting this back in the airplane until after all the molding was done. But I figured I'd give you guys something different to look at. There we go. Bring the wing back over here to our table. Flip her over. You can see the strong edge panels I was talking about. I got all those down. The wingtip panel, except for the ones for the formation light, then just some other panel, and then the navigation light. Then we've got all the panels that go just behind the leading edge slats. The slat make I guess access points so they can do all their maintenance on the full scale. See if I can't get it zoomed in and focus here. You can see, yep, those are Phillips head screws. They're about right in size. They're maybe just a touch big, but if they got any smaller, they wouldn't be noticeable. To give you an idea of the size of them, there's a ultrafine Sharpie up against it, so it's not too big. Just big enough to where you can still see it. For those wondering how I get those things in there, what I did is I took a jeweler screwdriver, and let's see if I can get it to focus here. Anyway, I just took a jeweler screwdriver, filed a flat spot on the end of it, stick it in there, tap it with a hammer, take it off. Then you take the panel, you flip it over. Actually, here we go. Show you exactly what I do. We'll give y'all some F-14 building in action. Put y'all up over here. Basically, take your panel, put it on. In this case, it's just 3/4 inch sand ply. Hopefully, y'all can see this. Take your screwdriver, stick it down, a hammer, tap it, and then what you'll see is the little screw indentations left. And then if you look on the back side, you'll actually see that it's raised a good bit. So to get rid of that raise, I take just a regular wallpaper roller, flip the panel over, roll it a couple of times, pick it back up. You see there's the original divot, and it's still in there. And actually what it does is I think it actually it makes them more pronounced so you can see them a little bit better. But that's what I got done today. It's been my last video for a while. I gotta go off to town to work and pay some bills. So anyway, hopefully I'll have another video for next weekend. Maybe, maybe not, don't know, depends on if the wife has any honeydews for me. But that's where we're at. Till next time, y'all have a good week, and we will see you in the shop.